Hi everyone, Drew Wylie from WyliesOutdoor here. Thanks very much for joining us on our YouTube channel. In this video today we're going to be having a look at the Olight M2R Warrior LED tactical flashlight. Going to be showing you some nighttime footage, running through a couple of the stats and just giving you a general lowdown of what I think after using it for the last maybe month, 4, maybe sometimes even 5 nights a week over that time. So stick around, let's get into the video. Right, okay. Well, first things first, let's have a look at the torch. Get everything else out of the way just for a second. Now the Warrior torch is a handsome little devil. Curves in all the right places. Starting at the top, it's got, I wouldn't call it jimping, but it's like little teeth around the rim here. And that's so when it's sitting on the desk or it's upright, you can still see that it's on. And I've left the torch sitting like this for quite a while actually, just to test it, to see how much the torch heats up, and I will say that it does heat up quite a bit. Oh, that is bright. Right, okay. It's got numerous different modes which we're going to run through in just a second. It's got 2 different power buttons, one on the tail and one here. This is a really nice feeling button. It's well thought out. Actually illuminates as well when it's being charged and also in particular modes. Another nice little touch for this torch is the belt clip. It's a reversible belt clip, so it can be hung on your belt that way with this outer bit here, and it can also be put on your belt. Where are we? Right, we'll come over here so you can see a little bit better. And it can also be put on your belt that way, which is a nice little touch. The clip itself is really strong and sturdy. The rest of the body, there's no aggressive grip in or anything else, so it does feel quite comfortable in your hand. Moving on to the battery, it's a single 18650 battery that it takes, which you can charge separately. You don't have to have it in the torch. If you've got an 18650 charger, you can use that. Now, one of the most unique things about the torch itself is the tail cap. There's a lot of torches that have got a switch on the tail cap, that's nothing new. But this one is also the magnetic charging point, as well as the button. It's got 2 different modes on the switch, momentary and full on. It's got a nice little dimple there, so it does feel nice in the hand when you're using it. Really nice. Going to move on to the charging cable now. Put that to the side for a second. Where are we? There we are. Attached magnetic charger on one point, USB on the other. Well built cable, and this is always one thing that I look out for, is it doesn't matter how expensive the product you're buying is, if it's got terrible accessories, they're going to be the thing to go. So if you spend £100, £200 on a torch, it has a bad charger, low quality charger, that £150, £200 torch is going to be sitting in your drawer unless you can get a replacement. Unless obviously it's a mini USB. But if you're spending that kind of money, you would expect to have decent quality. Now this particular charger is decent quality. As I said before, obviously that's a magnetic charger that's fixed. This little bit here has got a little light on it which turns green when it's fully charged and turns red when it's charging. Now it's good quality on both sides. On the weakest points of the cable, they seem really quite sturdy, but this is where this really just starts coming into its own. Look at that. That's just really handy. So just for the purposes of demonstration, I've got my power bank. This is actually the Olight 40 power bank. I've done a couple of videos on this, and you can also get this on our website as well. I'm going to stick a little link up there if you're interested in going to have a look. As you can see, it's turned green because it's not charging anything, and that's it, it's turning red straight away. Turn that around so you can see. So one of the great things about the magnetic charger, let's just say you trip over a cable or you've got this leaning on something, the one thing that will always break a cable is when it gets tugged and pulled when it wasn't supposed to be. No cable damage on either side. Brilliant. Really handy. The only downfall to that is you need to have the cable with you if you're going out for a couple of days so you can charge it. If you lose the cable, you can't charge the torch, which is one of the disadvantages about it not having a micro USB charging port anywhere on the torch. Now, one of my gripes about this torch is for something that is in this price range, and I'll stick a little link up with the price, I would really like to see an additional micro USB charging port, just for some redundancy. Right, okay, let's get that over there out of the way. Next, let's have a look at the little pouch that comes with it, and again, good quality. It's got a dangler loop there. Now, that's really, again, it's just showing thoughtfulness. When you're wearing longer garments, if you can't tell by my accent, I'm based in Scotland, so it rains a hell of a lot up here, and I'm quite often wearing, you know, a longer raincoat of some description. So having the dangler loop is great. I can have it sitting right next to my knife on my hip rather than on my belt, because I really don't want to be having to lift my jacket and faff around underneath to try then pull a torch out from my belt. The belt clip itself is quite large, detachable one, making it easy to put on and take off your belt. The clip, it's not one of the, I don't know what you call them, but ones where you clip at the side, you just push it and it comes loose really easily. The material of the pouch itself, really good. It's sturdy. That's going to last you for years, I can tell you that right now. It's got a drainage hole right there, and it's got another drainage hole on the top. I mean, a pouch is a pouch. There's not very much you can say about it. It's either okay, really good, or it's really bad. I would say this is more than adequate. Quite happy with that. You also get a little lanyard, which again, I've got to admit is quite nice quality. It doesn't feel cheap. And if you're buying a torch in this price range, if anything feels cheap, that's not a good thing. Moving on to the box. The box is well packaged, and if you order one of these torches from us, it will be even better packaged on the outside. It'll be cocooned in bubble wrap, sent out the next working day. But while I've got the box in my hand, let's just run through a couple of the stats quickly, and I'll give you a demonstration of what they actually look like in the dark in just a little while. 1500 or 1000 lumens will last you 120 minutes. 700 lumens in high mode will last you 2 hours. Medium 1 mode, 250 lumens, sorry. That'll last you for just over 6 hours. Medium 2, 60 lumens, and that'll last you 20 hours. Low, 15 lumens, 70 hours. Moonlight, 1 lumen, I actually use that quite a lot, and that'll last you for 25 days. 25 days, so there you go. Right, well, just going to put this all back here for a second. Now that's just been a quick overview. So let's go and have a look at some of the nighttime footage, and I'll show you some of the different modes that are in there, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it some more. Well, good evening guys. It's roughly about about 2, maybe even 2:30 in the morning. I'm out in my local woodland. I've been here for maybe about 2 hours already. Just wandering about, experimenting. The footage that you're seeing at the moment, this is me using the M2R Warrior basically as my camera light. I've used the belt clip that's attached to the Warrior and connected it directly onto the U-shaped stabiliser that I've got. Just clipped it clean on and it's doing a cracking job. So I've had a little bit of camera trouble so I've tried to really get some extensive footage of me walking around, etc. But what happens is every time I try that, my memory card isn't fast enough or something. It just keeps on stopping. Oh, keep seeing eyes. But just before I start cycling through some of the different modes this torch has got, a couple of things that I'd really like to point out about it is that when you're in an environment like this, one thing that the Warrior torch does phenomenally, never mind. One of the things that the Warrior torch does really well is it can spot eyes miles away. I'm just trying to get actually in front of us. It may not even show up on the camera, but it really is. See when you see it, it's quite impressive. Yeah, he's just not going far enough away. Right, okay. Let's point that away out into the distance there. Now, you see those bushes and between the trees there? Right, I can actually see it way past there quite easily. So we're going to have a little cycle through some of the different modes. Just to let you see. Obviously you've got the strobe in that there as well. Right, okay, now that we've had a little look at some of the nighttime footage, let's just have a little chat about this in general. For the last year and a bit, I've had a favourite torch that I've been swearing by and recommending to people because I've been using it myself. It's actually called the Nightmaster NMR 20, I'm sure it's called. I'll stick a link up as well for that. And it's bright, built like a tank. You know, you could throw it, drop it, blah blah blah. Good value for money as well. And I've been recommending that to all our customers that are looking for a torch round about this size. And when I've been in contact with Olight, they actually sent me 2 torches, and I'll show you the other one in a second, and they said, if that's your favourite torch, this one will be your new favourite. And I thought, that's quite a tall order. But after having it for a month and trying it and using it myself, I've got to admit, even though sometimes I don't like to admit things like this, but absolutely right, this is my new favourite. I'm not a stranger to Olight torches. I used to stock Olight torches a couple of years ago when they were using a different distributor in the UK. So I'm quite keen to start testing out some of the new ranges. This was actually one of the newer models that I had never seen before. But I'm very impressed, and I'll be the first one to say it. I'm going to show you just one of the other torches that I've got to test from Olight, and that's the S2R BATON. As you can see, it's just a little bit smaller, and it looks very similar. It's a little bit lighter, various different modes. It doesn't have the tail switch. That's just got a button there. Because I was looking for something maybe a little bit smaller that I could stick on my knife sheath, and I think this is perfect for that. But I might just put that there. I've got to admit, I really do like this torch. So coming up in the next couple of videos, what we're going to do is, obviously I'm going to do a video on this, and I'm also going to do a comparison video between the two and see if I can maybe help you decide which one will suit you best. I'm also going to go and do a head-to-head video with the M2R and the NMR, beg your pardon, the Nightmaster torch. All the names are all almost identical these days. I keep getting mixed up with them, so terribly sorry about that. But yeah, like I say, if you've got any questions at all, feel free to contact me. You can contact me via email through the website. My email is drew@wylies.outdoorworld.com. You can get me on the phone, and the telephone number is 01333 632273. You can also get us on social media, and we've also got a Facebook group as well. You're more than welcome to join our Facebook group. That's a really nice community that we've been building up for the last year and a bit. We've got almost about 2,000 members at the time of this video, and I've made a lot of new friends through it as well. There's people from predominantly the UK, but we've got people in America, Czech Republic, and we've got Carol for Sierra Survival. He's the way over there. So anyway, yeah. Once again, thanks very much for watching this video. Please hit the subscribe button for more reviews and blogs and tutorials, and we'll see you in the next video.